It's expressions I never give.
Well, we know our lives are a collection of moments. Some of those moments stand out as the very special ones that cement our memories. Joining us this evening is Patty Maloney and Jeff Ross. Welcome to What She Said.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Now, your whole business, Dimples, is about immortalizing something special. Tell us about your custom jewelry and how this all came about.
Sure. Well, it's such a cliche that, kids grow up so quickly and time flies and all that. But it really became true to us once we had our first child. We just saw, time slipping away. And Jeffrey's a custom jewelry artist, so he was trying to find a way, like, how do I capture this little guy in some permanent way? And he just happened to make a fingerprint charm for me once for Mother's Day, and I wore it around. And everybody was like, oh, can I have one of those? Oh, can I have one of those? And we went, hey, maybe everyone should have one of these. Ding, ding.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why the name Dimples?
Well, dimples are a unique mark, and everything that we do is also a unique mark. Capturing those special moments and immortalizing them in precious metal. So it was not only just a cute name, it was also a great representation of what it was we were doing.
We also like to say you only see dimples when you smile, and these tend to bring out the joy for people.
You both left great jobs to do this.
Well, yeah, kind of.
They weren't that great.
But tell us about the reaction people have had, because I would imagine that it's huge.
About leaving the
about your
Dimples.
About Dimples.
Yes. Well, we've got some wonderful stories, Patty. Maybe
people really like you really never know how your product impacts people. We just kind of go about doing our thing and making everything with love. But the stories we get are so touching. I mean, one lady last week was telling me she used to hold her husband's hand when they would fall asleep, and he's now gone, and she has a Dimples charm with his fingerprint. So instead, she goes to sleep with her finger on the charm.
Oh, I'm going to cry.
Yeah, and other things, like one little girl had trouble going to school. She had a lot of anxiety, and so it was her and her mom exchanged fingerprint charms, and then that kind of helped her at school. She felt like her mom was always with her, no matter what.
So now these are available as charms, necklaces, cufflinks, and rings, as well as beads that fit on those Pandora bracelets, right? That's a smart idea.
Yeah.
So what can you put? I understand the fingerprint.
Right.
What else can you make into a dimple?
You can, hands and feet. So you can use a picture of, baby hands and feet and put that on a charm. Pet paws are very popular.
Oh, I'd say.
Yeah. And drawings are so cute. And so your own, drawing doodles and handwriting. Handwriting is very touching too for usually bridal-ish things.
So what's the process for somebody to order something? Because it could they do it online? Is that possible? How?
It's entirely online.
So they visit dimplescharms.com.
Right. And they put their finger on something?
Well, that's almost so the first step would be to select an item if you wanted a charm, a ring, or whatever, and progress through to the shopping cart where you have the option to upload an image. So it could be the fingerprint or the handwriting or the pet paw or a photograph of a hand or a foot. But if they're looking for a fingerprint, they can download an app onto their smartphone and capture the fingerprint that way using the camera on the phone, and upload that to the site and proceed through the checkout.
So you're global.
We are, yeah.
Amazing.
Out of Uxbridge.
Out of Uxbridge.
Yes. Downtown Uxbridge. Main Street. Okay.
Main Street.
Now, the actual process, do you use 3D technology?
Yep.
We do. Once the artwork has been received, we've developed some technology to build that into a 3D model, which is then printed, and then it's cast and hand finished by talented Canadian jewelry artisans.
That's wonderful. I can't imagine too many people who couldn't find a moment that they wanted to immortalize. But you have a contest going on.
We do indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to give one of our lucky listeners the chance to win a Dimples fingerprint charm necklace in sterling silver valued at $239 from dimplescharms.com. They're just gorgeous, I'll tell you. If you go to our website, whatshesaidtalk.com, and click on that contest page, all the information will be there for you. And I think some of the stories are just lovely. I love that story about the husbands there. But I think the other one that made me smile was that the woman who wanted to keep something of her sons with her when she went back to work without wearing mom-looking jewelry.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty funny.
That's so cute.
Yeah, that's a lot of the comments we get are that, it's classy, kind of fine jewelry.
beautiful.
So they feel like it doesn't look like something their kids made or something, but they have a piece of their family with them.
Well, as the Brits would say, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Patty and Jeff, thank you so much for joining us and sharing this unique opportunity to capture those moments for everybody. This is What She Said. Stay with us.